Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes Chronicles. We're about to start on the 6th scenario in the Conquest of the Underworld campaign. And, by the way, I had just noticed after recording the last episode that I had been misspelling the abbreviation for Conquest of the Underworld in all my episode titles, so I went back and corrected every last episode title. So anyway, this scenario is called Old Wounds. Tarnum must find the Pendant of Second Sight. All heroes will be limited to level 28, but Tarnum and two of his best captains will transfer to the next scenario with all of their spells, skills, and experience. And unlike the previous two scenarios, this is a large map, so it's going to take a while. But we're red, and there are 3 enemies, different colored flags. Hopefully they'll fight each other as much as they'll fight us. So once again, we're going to dumb down the difficulty level, because DOSBox Mom's a wuss. And for our bonus, we have a choice of either starting with a city hall or starting with a citadel. I think I'm going to start with a city hall because I like having the extra income right from the start.
Few people who have met the immortal hero have known his real identity. And my ancestor was one of the first to learn his secret. It was difficult for Tarnum to stay focused on his goal when someone was digging into his dark past. But he continued his search for the Pendant of Second Sight.
Yeah, the Pendant of Second Sight is something he's going to need for a bribe in this scenario. I am facing 3 opponents now, all of whom have been bribed by Jorm. They'll try to stop me from finding the Pendant of Second Sight. Without the pendant, I will not have the bargaining chip I need to gain Duke Dieseliska's help. I just hope the old demon wants his sight bad enough to betray one of his own. Yeah, remember this name. He's going to be coming up again in later scenarios. Yes, that was a spoiler alert. The new recruits are ready for hire. Ooh. So maybe that one cook that got promoted into the army is still continuing to get his friends to sign up. Oh! We got 20 additional pikemen and 10 archers available to recruit in Cornerstone. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so there's Tarnum. Sonya's over here by the sawmill. And Cuthbert is here by the ore mine. Okay, and we have the city hall already. Cavern. Right. And we have the dwellings for the pikemen and the archers, and just a fort. So we'll need to get the buildings that we normally would have to build to get the city hall built before we can, yeah, and then build the citadel and the castle. So I think we'll start with the blacksmith, and then we'll hire. Oh yeah, I don't generally pay attention to the tavern tips because I usually know whatever they're showing. Yeah, it's about Magogs, which I think I've already seen what they do. So we have Valeska or Caitlin. And you'll notice the heroes that you can hire now are only level 1, so it's pretty definite that whichever 2 heroes you picked as your lieutenants early on are going to be the ones that are going to stay with you throughout. So take care of them. Oh, hey, Caitlin, you forgot something. Let's recruit those troops. So this is more pikemen and archers than we would normally get because of, I guess, that former cook. Yeah. I think by this point, because of that scholar ability that he managed to pick up, Tarnum basically doesn't need to visit mage guilds himself anymore, because if there's something he hasn't already learned, he can pick it up whenever somebody who's been to a mage guild visits him. Tarnum already has a ballista, so maybe we can have Caitlin run her ballista out to Sonya. Okay, and Sonya, if you can give most of your troops to Caitlin, then she can run them back to Tarnum. We will eventually want to give Sonya and Cuthbert decent-sized armies as well. Okay, so that they can help Tarnum explore the maps with a large map like this. A scout has returned with excellent news. The Sandals of the Saint, another piece of the Angelic Alliance, are located southeast of here, and they're only guarded by Magods. I don't know, maybe that's why the tavern owner was giving out advice on you know, actually, I think I'll have Cuthbert buy his own. Ballista, because he had to go visit Tarnum anyway. There we go. Yeah. We'll start having Cuthbert go pick up resources. Yeah, Griffin Conservatory, that might be a good way to get some angels. Oh, Mercury hiding there. Yeah, we can still hire one more level 1 hero with a few troops in town, so I think we'll do that and have her flag that ore pit. Okay, so let's get that done. Yeah, we'll hire Valeska. Yeah, Adelaide's cute. She doesn't have troops this time. And we'll need to remember to have Caitlin and Adelaide come back to town next turn when we build the Mage Guild here because... Well, especially Valeska because she doesn't already have a spell book. So she can't learn any spells from Tarnum. Okay. Now... let's see if we can spot... where that area is. Where the Magogs are guarding the Sandals of the Saint. That might be it down there. You can just barely see the animated figure of the Magogs. Okay, so we'll have Tarnum head that way. Pick up those archers that Valeska just got done recruiting. And we'll go probably by way of Spit of Mercury. Can't quite reach the Magogs this turn though, so... Okay, so we're poised to go fight those Magogs next tournament. Now, this turn we'll build that Mage Guild before our newly hired heroes get too far away from the starting castle. And we'll have... Of course, Caitlin is not that important because she probably already learned everything that Tarnum had picked up. That looks good. A lot of resources by our starting castle. Okay, now Valeska. I could send her down by Tarnum to learn more spells, but... I don't absolutely have to. I might eventually use her to garrison one of the towns. No. Can't quite reach there directly. A group of men in dirty and torn clothing steps out from behind the rocks. They rush forward and immediately drop to one knee. Sir, we beg to join your armies. The dungeon overlords are cruel masters, and we'd rather die free than live as slaves. You accept their offer and send them back to the castle to be trained. So it sounds like we should get some further recruits at the castle shortly. Okay, I could bring those pikemen to Tarnum right away, but I think I will have Cuthbert continue to pick up resources for now. Okay, and looks like yeah, now we'll go back and flag that. Okay, now let's save the game. And then we will try fighting those Magogs. Those sandals belong to us, and we will not allow you or anyone else to take them from us. Prepare to die, you unworthy mongrels. Yeah, and they run. Hey. And there's the sandal. These sandals are the second to last item that Tarnum needs in order to complete the Angelic Alliance. The power of the Angelic Alliance will surely tip battles in his favor. Okay, now, rather than pick up resources, I want to have him concentrate on recruiting troops and fighting neutral stacks. But if there's resources that are blocking his path to troops, I suppose we could pick them up. No, can't quite get there. I don't think I want to deal with those vampire lords just yet. Okay, now we'll want to build the marketplace this turn. And then we'll send everybody around to gather more resources, and hopefully this early on the AI heroes will not have ventured that far from their home castles yet. Yeah. That is a lake of sorts. We will be building a boat eventually. As far as I can recall, I think this is the biggest single map in this campaign. Although Twisted Tunnels is pretty big too. Yeah, there are some resources there. Ooh, teleporters too. Okay, I see there's more resources up that way. Maybe not. Okay, let's see. Flagging that. But the more resources we can pick up now while we're not being chased, the less the enemy can pick up, obviously. How are we going to get to that? I guess we're going to have to work our way around somehow. Ah. Now we can finally reach that Griffin Tower. Now, are there any other... You know, we can almost reach Sonya if we can just get past those resources. But we might go after the skeletons instead, maybe. And I think now we can build the Citadel. And let's see. Maybe we can send Valeska down this way. I am awfully tempted by that. Yeah, War Machine Factory. Okay. Now, Caitlin obviously can't take on that monastery yet. But maybe she can head this way. Try to flag some of the things that Caitlin bypassed, or Ballista bypassed. Ooh, and there are color-coded border guards, so it looks like there's going to be some Keymaster's tents we'll need to visit. And an abandoned mine. Oh, we'll need to have probably Tarnum take care of that. Spirit of oppression. Okay. Not quite sure what we'll do with that. But anyway. I think we'll let Sonya hang on to that for now. It's not going to directly help Tarnum, so unless a Seer's Hut needs it for something. Okay. Can we get out now? No? Tarnum's gotten boxed in by Sonya. Oh, great. Well, I guess we'll just have to go on to the next turn. Silly Sonya. Okay, now, Caitlin. I suppose. Oh, can't quite get there. Ooh. Okay, zombies. You know, I think I'm gonna hang on for just a second and see if maybe Cuthbert can deal with those zombies himself. Let's see, we've got, yeah, some skeletons and Walking Dead and an abandoned mine and some vampire lords. Maybe the skeletons first. And they run. Okay, well, maybe we can pick up the gems. Now, head for the abandoned mine. And then we'll save the game and then have Cuthbert try to take on those zombies. He doesn't have that many troops, but he does have... he should have plenty of spells. Quite a bit of zombies. I hope he can pick them off. Well, we'll deal with this battle off camera and we will come back in the next episode, so we'll see you then.